to everyone.
Well, so it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Rodri. And Kubasi.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Didn't quite work for him. And it's Ruiz. Aims beyond the defence. Nico Williams gets into a good position. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's worked it through.
Such good technique.
He's had a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Cabo Verde certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Llorente. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That is good alertness. Rodri. Pedri. Yamal. Great vision. Spread it left. Williams. Nicely shaped cross. And he can thump it away. Telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are where we began. The scoreline begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Williams. Off the ball! That looks a good ball through. Can he finish? Oh, what a mistake!
Cabo Verde are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
That's an imaginative pass. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
That has been slung wide. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, well played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Nico Williams, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Tries to thread one through. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he was quick to react. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And the action has already restarted.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Showing great feet there. And he's managed to get free. And he's taking no chances there. Cabo Verde have got it back and they'll have a... Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Point-blank header! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
It's a pretty loose pass. And we're halfway through extra time. So, 15 minutes to find a winner, but is there anything left in the tank? And we're off for the final time. Here we go then for the last time. The score's still 0-0. He's having a hit! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Now it's Williams. Engages and forces him off the ball. That is a great pick out. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And they're quick to get it back. He's looking wide.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And so we have the first set piece of the game. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
Well, I think before we go into any kind of detail, Peter, you have to acknowledge the huge effort from both defences. It was incredible, the way they looked so assured throughout.
So we're all set, and we all know what is coming. And he cannot put it away.
Always the risk of doing that when you go high.
Two penalties and neither scored. Heads in hands. The reaction says it all.
The idea was good, he just needed a more precise execution.
Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
That's a good penalty.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
This for parity.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
We're on to number 3 here. Oh, you're not going to save that.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Spain looking to keep step.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. No! Denied remarkably! And the drama continues. Up steps the man with the armband. Never in doubt.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
This to stay in it. Now there's a penalty. And that takes us to sudden death. So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice. He's missed it, it's wide! And the release was not to come.
Well, any doubts, you just put your foot through it, Peter.
And they have done it in sudden death.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending, fantastic.
Spain fall short. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's an imaginative pass. Eric Garcia cuts out the pass. And he was quick to react. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Yamal. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a key interception. He's in plenty of space here. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Not the best distribution from the keeper.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Goal! Spain! And it's Spain
dorsal 21.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Good ball, good take, and the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Can he get on the end of this? And they've got a throw.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Williams. Oh, strongly challenged there. And that has put paid to that. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Spain coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Spain with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Big chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
And we have our very first corner.
Será sustituido por el dorsal.
Now this could be a chance. Cabo Verde have the chance to go the other way. And he gets rid in a hurry.
And adventurous too.
No, again there's no way through. Tries a shot!
Up on anything.
Serán sustituidos por
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
El dorsal 3 será reemplazado por
Spain are taking this opportunity to delve onto their bench, and they can of course do this twice more. That's put paid to the danger. Plays it through, and that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
El dorsal 19 serán sustituidos.
He's felt that, hasn't he?
El dorsal 26.
And it's lofted through here.
Se va a llevar a cabo
It's
un
a
cambio
sharp little ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nicely spread. Now it's Pino. He has found the way through.
Oh, good ball!
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Spain, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Drama over the penalty spot. That is quite remarkable.
I never really looked comfortable.
Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. It's a promising position. Pedro Porro just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's shifted it to the flank. And he's picked out the run. Takes a shot! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really...
Can he finish? He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but...
So that was it, the first period of extra time. So there you have it. This game has tipped tellingly in one direction. 15 minutes to go, but it is starting to look done. Well, we are already up and running again. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much? And it's been given away. He's shifting. Chance for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that's an excellent interception. Pedro Porro. Well, that is one way to stop him. Spread it left. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And there goes the final whistle. Spain played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive. And
tries a shot! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Marcó en el minuto 6 el dorsal 10.
Cabo Verde make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Rodri. Nico Williams. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Deftly away. Looking for a corner. Cabo Verde with their first corner, the first in the game for either side. And a chance! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Cabo Verde are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's managed... Oh, he's been caught napping! And the shot! And things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
No luck with that dink over the top. Well, if you have just joined us, it's true. This really is happening. He is through here. Shoots! Oh, can he get onto this? That has been cut short. Now, can they get him away? Aims beyond the defence. And the pass is intercepted. Goes looking wide. Nico Williams has the space to scheme. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain... He's having a pop! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Hefty. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Spain really could have done without this. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Disappointing.
Corners you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Eric Garcia. And it's Ruiz. Chance for a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Cabo Verde have their second corner now. Oh, shooting chance! Cabo Verde have their third corner. They've played it short. And the finish! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw. They are purring, truly purring.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nice looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yamal makes a move down the right. He won't be happy with that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, good finish! Spain get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. That's a good run down the left. He's got away. Oh, well played, well played. It's a throw-in.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Cleared away. Tries to play it through.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Played out wide. Yamal. Nice interception. And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, this is... Can he finish? Oh, what? And one more try! And there's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Cabo Verde are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Yamal, great chance! He's got a goal! That was a given, it always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Spain still making a fight of this. Looking for options for movement. Played into space. Can he latch on to this? Pau Kubasi makes the interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, that's a key interception. He shifted it to the flank. The ball has bounced loose now. Looking for the run. Oh, that looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. It is a corner.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Cabo Verde get their fourth corner.
El dorsal 17. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 26. El dorsal 7. Se va a llevar a cabo el
Eric
cambio de
Garcia
jugadores.
gets it away. Spain have the chance to go the other way. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to
El
me.
dorsal 8 será sustituido por el dorsal 10.
Spread it left. It's a searching pass. And he's been shifted off it. Threads one in. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encourage the pass with an...
He's in one-on-one. Can he finish? And no mistake. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Cabo Verde are having a ball here. That has not gone well. And they're quick to get it back.
Oh, great feat, that. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now that's well seen too. Spread out to the left. Short changes him with that pass. Driving on and making good progress. No way through. Lovely. And it's been shipped out wide. It's a good-looking delivery. Real chance! And a neat finish! Delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I query, Peter, whether he should have been allowed to do that in the first place, but absolutely nothing wrong with the finish.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 19.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 5.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly.
El dorsal 11.
He's picked his way through. There's a
There's
beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cucurella and Dani Olmo. Played into space. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pedri really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Good ball, good take. And he can thump it away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Spain cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is...
Takes a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Cabo Verde make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Looking for the run. This might spell danger. And the shot! And yes, it's there! 2-0, and in next to no time. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And he's done it again, he's got shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. Could move up a gear here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spain are already 2 behind. Awful start. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that was asking for too much. And the shot!
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's destined for the flank.
Movement which raises hope.
Just too much on that. Mikel Oyarzabal. And he welcomes it in. That's put paid to the danger. Oyarzabal. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams in acres of space out wide. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Thinks one through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oyarzabal. Some resolute defending there. That's going wide left. Yamal. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Cabo Verde have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He'll try to keep this alive. Fabian Ruiz. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, that was vital. Llorente is there to clear. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for options for movement. Tries to play it through. Space for him to turn and look. He's having a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And he is that real chance! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Cabo Verde find a position of real strength now. That is good alertness. Llorente spots it and intercepts. Rodri. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're off again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Great chance! And that's a tiny finish. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So could they be onto something here? He's a sharp little ball here. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nico Williams. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Llorente promptly onto that, and that is that.
Spain are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
That's a sharp pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he was quick to react. So we've reached the hour mark. Pedri going forward.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And that's a dangerous ball. Cabo Verde needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Nicely shaped ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, what a mistake! And he's decided to go for it. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Spain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Can he get it through? And it's Ruiz. And he's intervened well there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Pedri! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
El dorsal 19, el dorsal 3 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 26, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 24.
That's a decent ball. Knocks it into space. And he's there to belt it away. Dani Olmo. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Llorente. Dani Olmo. Fabian Ruiz. Now that's well seen too. He's looking wide. Raya gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Cabo Verde clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Big chance! Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, no joy this time. Pedri. And it's Rodri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. He's got away. Eric Garcia making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, there's a probing ball. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's in plenty of space here. And he cuts out the supply. And the referee brings it to a close. Spain were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So what do you take away? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things... Martinez! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that has not gone well. Koundé. And it's Fernandes. Spread to the right. Back where it came from. That's going to go a long way. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Martinez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the pass is intercepted. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Molina, can he get on the end of this? So just the one early goal to report. That pass has been well intercepted. Can he get it through? Oh, super find. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Long ball looking to counter. Well, there's the clearance.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's made its way to him. And Martinez! He's been caught napping. It's fallen kindly here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Martinez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's had it nicked away. Now, can they get him away? Paredes. Pass is just off target. McAllister. Fernandes. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a searching pass. Good ball over the top. Eric Garcia kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement. Dani Olmo. No, again there's no way through. And that is a little undercooked. Well read, nice interception. Otamendi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Lewandowski, and it's been played. Dani Olmo! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Martinez claims comfortably. And it's smartly reclaimed. McAllister, now it's to Paul. Aims beyond the defence. That has been cut short. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Argentina come in leading by just the odd goal.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
So this to pull level. Oh no, he misses from the spot.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Pedri, decent chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Molina, and he was quick to react. Now it's Yamal. Lewandowski. And it's been hooked away. Pass somewhat off target. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's an imaginative pass. And a chance! He doesn't look too happy with that. Molina. Otamendi cuts out the pass. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Lewandowski deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Messi. Knocks it into space.
Pretty robust defending.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 7. Lo reemplazará. Número 17.
No, he's missed it.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 62.005.
Looking to play him in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lewandowski. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Barcelona really are.
It's Lewandowski! Lewandowski finds himself offside. Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could...
Lewandowski! Frustratingly close. Casado. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Martinez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fernandez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rafinha with shot at goal! Brilliant from Rafinha! A finish right from the top draw! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's Lewandowski! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona with the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Barcelona making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well played, and it's been given away. Lewandowski! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Lewandowski has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
5 minutes to add. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to play it through. That has ended up in no man's land. Played into space. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Otamendi gets over and intercepts. That's it, the referee says enough. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Begley.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity and convict.
Tries from a long way out. Garcia. That pass isn't the best. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Matthews Cunha. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, I wonder a little bit what role this guy, Matthews Cunha, has been asked to play here, Peter, because Despite all his creativity and ball skills, he doesn't really have blistering pace to be an out-and-out winger or the strength to be a number 9. I just love it when he gets that free rein to...
And he couldn't quite find the target.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Looking for the run. Lisandro Martinez cuts out the pass. The ball has bounced loose now. Chance for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Eric Garcia, looking for a run-up. Not where it came from. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Daddy Olmo! And for a moment, time stood still. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. And he can thump it away. What a throw in. Menu. And that's a dangerous ball.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Matheus Cunha.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now, can they get him away? Menu. Now it's Menu. He has found the way through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That is a crunching tackle. And they're quick to get it back. Looking for options for movement. Shaw gets over and intercepts.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's Lewandowski! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There's the header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's ambitious. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
De Ligt makes the interception. It's played through for him. Menu is onto it, and the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Ambitious ball here. Now that's well seen too.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Matheus Cunha. Ball's gone out of play. And he was quick to react. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Out for a throw. Oh, that's well spotted. Maciej Cunha. Mazraoui. And he's let fly. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Dani Olmo is flagged offside. Garcia gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
71,649.
Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He's a sharp little ball here. Pass is just off target. Well, the idea was a good one. That's rather hopeful.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 23.
Dorgu has it in a wide position.
Coming on the field is number 13. Substitutions taking place.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's rising! Harmlessly behind. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. It's Casemiro! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Casemiro clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Mazraoui. Coming on the field.
Now it's Rafinha. He is through here. And he's gone back. Gavi! It's in! And that could well be the winner.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is...
He'll try from distance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Šeško really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Number 10.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 37. Mainu. Coming on the field.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United are stuck in Central Station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Dorgu. Mount picks it up out wide. Oh, what a mistake! Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to play it through. Ah, it looks a good ball through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bruno Fernandes. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Rafinha. Well, that has not gone well.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That's good defending, very good defending. Now it's Rafinha, and he's managed to get free. Decent chance! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
There will be 5 minutes.
And it's Mount. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's a key interception. Ahmad. 5 minutes to add. It's a goal kick. Gavi couldn't squeeze it through. That's a sharp pass. De Jong. Lisandro Martinez gets across to intercept that. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance, surely! And he hits the net. They have stolen level at the last. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up chipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitute.
90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next. Shot a goal! Nice bit of trickery. And a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Casemiro. And they're back on the ball again. And the finish! Off the post! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Mount. De Jong gets a foot in here. Ferran Torres. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the counter is on. Casado kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely worked. And that has been knocked clear. Šeško. Now that looks a decent ball. Great defending, strong and determined. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it. And it is half-time in extra time.
This is a lost children's
So those 15 minutes have
Please keep
flown
your eye
by.
on your children during
Limbs
the
now
match at
and
all
heads
times.
indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Ferran Torres. Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mount. It's a searching pass. Zirkzee aims beyond the defence. And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's a poor one. And there isn't a whole lot anyone can do with that corner. Diogo Dalot. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
And he's had it nicked away. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. He's intervened well there.
Added time.
Great vision. Thinks one through, and it's made its way to him. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. So we've done it, we've been there, we've gone the full 12 rounds.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So after 2 long, inconclusive hours, here we go. It's penalties. Which way will he go? No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Oh no, he cannot believe it! The rueful look says everything.
The idea was good, he just needed a more precise execution.
Oh, it's a really good save! Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then, probably gave him that important edge.
No, he clatters the post!
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Casado is the third man to step forward. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Manchester United looking to keep step. Oh no, he cannot believe it! And the release was not to come.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable, put too much pressure on himself.
Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment? The decisive moment! Manchester United fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Manchester United really must be...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These on the finish! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Fernandez. Araujo spots it and intercepts. Molina. Tries to play it through. It's a throw-in. Pedri proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Messi. He's had a shot! And he hits the net! They are purring, truly purring. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Número 22.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Martinez claims comfortably. Now it's Martinez. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. De Jong. That's a good ball out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Yamal. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a key interception. No, again there's no way through. Nicely spread. And he's quick to return it. Simeone.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Can he get it through? Tagliafico. Araujo makes the interception. Great vision.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he plays one through. Goes for a shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And he's managed to gift it back. Romero gets over and intercepts. Messi. He is through here. And Messi! Pedri. That is ended up in no man's land. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well read, nice interception. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are disappearing out of sight. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. A case now of complete control. Looking to play him in. Ambitious ball here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Thinks about the shot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Yamal, he's had it taken off him. Look, Messi! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Clinical. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything. Keep it up for. Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Argentina look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No, that's been intercepted. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now it's Martinez. He's found a way through. Oh, great chance! And he's made sure that's not getting through. Spread it left. And this is Lewandowski. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's just beyond his reach. De Paul. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's lofted through here. Martinez receives it in a good position here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well, that has not gone well. Tagliafico. And he's managed to get free. And that has earned... he's going for goal! He's put it wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
McAllister. Molina. He has found the way through. Hangs in a cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. So changes of foot here, and from both sides.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Shoots! And no mistake. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Lewandowski demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Barcelona get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Well timed, excellent interception. Gonzalez. And he's quick to get rid. Well, they've got it again. He won't be happy with that one. He's a sharp little ball here. Big chance! Brilliant from Rafinha! A finish right from the top draw! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona may be down, but not out just yet.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. Composure from here.
It's a pretty loose pass. Gonzalez powering forward here. He's found a way through. And the shot! And it's in! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by...
And a chance! Oh, good finish! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Argentina are having a ball here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
No way through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Nicely shaped ball. Medina. Nicked it back promptly. Araujo cuts it out. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chance! And that was very necessary. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's having a go! McAllister. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's on it, can he get away? Knocks it into space. And here's Lewandowski. That's that, the end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Messi walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Argentina definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So off we go then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Nicholas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. And it's Fernandez. To Paul! Nearly, but not quite.
DePaul just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Threads one in. Oh, it's ended up in no man's land. That's a little off target. De Jong. Aims beyond the defence. Now, can they get him away? McAllister. It's a really well-measured ball. VERDE calmly anticipates. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Pedri. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Eric Garcia gets over and intercepts. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Araujo cuts it out. VERDE. Messi. That has not gone well. And it's De Jong. Tries to play it through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Still goalless. Well read, nice interception. De Jong. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's intervened well there. Oh, some tackle that. Looking for the run. It's Lewandowski! Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's bounced back off the post. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. De Jong! Oh, split-second reaction.
De Jong really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Araujo spots it and intercepts. And here's Pedri. Referee has just said play on. Yamal. McAllister. Oh, well measured. He's found a way through. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Eric Garcia has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, that's well spotted. McAllister. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. De Jong gets on his bike and on the move. Distributed tidily. Now it's Simeone. It's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Molina got a long way forward to join the attack. That's a good ball out wide. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. De Jong, can he get it through? It's a threatening ball. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Argentina finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Pedri. Romero does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's fabulous. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Martinez couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Pedri. And he plays one through. He's one on shapes to shoot! And no mistake. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, just skips past his man. Lewandowski. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Yamal. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And it's De Jong. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 17.
So we have movement on both benches.
Entran número 11, número 15.
Shin to shin,
Cambio.
bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Badji, Lewandowski, played into space. No, that's been intercepted. Looking to play him in. Now it's Yamal. Has a look up and drives it forward. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tries to pass it through. Molina picks it up out wide. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Fernandez. Gonzalez. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Good ball, good take. He's picked his way through. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Número 24. Entran.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, nicely intercepted.
Número 14. Se está realizando
That's a cute ball. Now it's Alvarez. And he's got away from it. Big chance! Oh, crossbar! He slings it in. Oh, this looks sharp. Bargi. Looking for options for movement. He's on it. Can he get away? Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Araujo. Engages and forces him off the ball. He is through here! There's a sharp little ball here. And it's De Jong.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Koundé. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Martin. And here's Rafinha. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Martin. De Jong. He's had it taken off him. Palacios powering forward here. Probing pass.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Otamendi makes the interception. Great vision. That has been cut short. Medina. Well, that pass isn't the best. And time is up. Argentina perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. Now it's to Paul. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Lewandowski. McAllister gets a good foot in there.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
He's going for goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Casado, he's having a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And it's Casado. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Dani Olmo, pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. And that's got Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Barcelona could counter here. Big chance, can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he shoots! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
McAllister is the guilty party there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Played out wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Balde is very much the model of pass he's played there.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? And he can thump it away. Can he get it through? Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to pull further clear. Corners you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any...
And that is all they have time for. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Señoras y señores, tenemos un niño perdido. Al padre de un niño con camiseta amarilla se le solicita presentarse en el centro de información. Los futbolistas ya están entrando al campo de juego.
So right back into the action.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment.
And a chance!